Take set number 2, 25-23. You see the set scores of another tight one between NU and UST. It was 25-23. Lady Bullpups able to score the win in the second frame. Let's see how this set 3 unfolds. First two frames were incredibly close. Bamberayo, per usual, has been incredibly reliable for the Lady Bullpups. On the other side, Nicole Pelaez. She's been doing work along with Silvestre and Kim Rubin. For UST, they want their seniors to stick around. Looks like they'll go with a different lineup here. Anisa Santos back in here for the Junior Golden Tigresses. It's Coach Kung Fu Reyes trying to avoid elimination here in the Final Four. Santos will set up Rubin. Pepito there on coverage. From the back, Pelaez scores. Again, earlier, all three other games in the high school division were won by the team or by the lower seeded team. UST beating NUNS in the boys division. FEU beating UE. And then in our first girls division matchup, the Lady Baby Tamaraw scoring a win over Adamson. All three of those matchups going to a do or die game on Monday. As NU will pick up that point. 1-all. Lady Bullpups again trying to make a 12th consecutive trip to the finals of the girls division. Started with girls like Jorel Singh, Jaja Santiago. Continued with Ces Robles, Micaela Belen, Eliza Solomon. Now these ladies are trying to make their imprint on the NU program. Bamberayo has NU off to a great start here in this Final Four match. Targeting Rubin there. On the other side, a big block from Janine Bartolabak. One-on-one, and Bartolabak able to win the matchup. Bartolabak, one of 5 graduating NU players, so playing their final year in high school. Along with this lady, Bamberayo. As Berayo serve sails out. Kim Rubin trying to extend her team's season. They're on the ropes here against NUNS, down by 2 sets. As Rubin gets some help from the net on that jump serve. 3-all. Kim Rubin trying to lead her team, the captain of the Tigresses. Navarro will set up Agustin. Comes off the block. Agustin loses that joust, but here comes NU. UST go to the other side. Pelaez, she's blocked. And it will go down. Point goes to NU. It's been that type of match. Whoever grinds out a lot of these long rallies, a lot of these tight forays at the net, whoever wins the minutia, the tiny details, has been able to generate enough of an advantage. It's been NU going all the way so far. Santos. Rubin, dug up by Berayo. Here's Bartolabak. She's sent back. That's Pat Mendoza on the block. Now here's Pat Mendoza. To the other side, Menchavez puts it away. Adriana Menchavez gives UST a 1-point lead. A bit of a substitution here. Checking in for NU is Danielle Tulabut. The back set to Obera, and she scores. Slash Obera has been chipping in the opposite spiker for NUNS. Only in grade 11 is Slash Obera trying to get NU back to the finals here. Santos to the middle. Soto can't convert. Here's Tulabut. She's blocked. Tulabut again. Kept alive by UST as Pelaez can't convert. Roja saved that ball. Santos to the outside. Pelaez again. A couple of big swings from Nicole Pelaez there. Showing you the stamina. Both teams have been playing solid defense. Again, it's just been about whoever has been mentally tough. Over on to Rihanna Navarro. Couldn't fool the UST defense there as Roja picks that one up. Tulabut, dug up by Rubin. To the outside. And Nicole Pelaez again. Back-to-back points for her to give UST a 2-point lead. Here's Adriana Menchavez. Serve almost was too short. A block from Santos. Back to Tulabut. She tips it over. Santos will bump it to Pelaez. Barayo able to dig that one up as Tulabut will send it over. Santos to the running Soto. No good. Pepito will bump it back to Pelaez. And she'll get it off the block. 3 straight points from Nicole Pelaez. And it looks like NU will call a challenge here. Trying to see if there was really a block touch on that Pelaez hit. Again, if you're just joining us, first 2 sets of this matchup, incredibly close. 33-31, 25-23, both going the way of NUNS. And this time, was there a block? Did that one roll into the arms of an NU blocker? Our challenge system says yes. Coach Carl de Mucolangan disagrees, but will play on here. 8-5 the score after that unsuccessful NU challenge. Navarro, Berayo from the back, can't convert. Santos to Soto, and it works. Erin Soto, another power swipe, and we'll head to a timeout here. Coach Carl de Mucolangan and his team down by 4. UST trying to take control here of set number 3, trying to extend this match against NU. Swing from Tulabut, and she lands into the net. It'll be a net touch. As Adriana Menchavez, the opposite spiker for UST, came off the bench in the first set. Now here's Tulabut, and Chavez on the pickup. Santos sends it over. UST, Santos will set it to Pelaez. She gets denied by Isabella Cruz. Now here's Tulabut, again another player who came off the bench for NUNS. She serves out, so UST will stay ahead by 5 here. Pretty much their largest lead of the game so far, but they haven't been able to take care of those leads. It's always been NU making a run. Berayo, not the best pass from her. And that's going to be a point for Love Bulandres, who just checked into the game along with Micaela Gold. It's Bella Cruz back up to serve here. Straight to Pepito. Over and to Santos. That one works for her. Lisa Santos started this game as an opposite spiker. Didn't play at all in set number 2. Back in as a setter here in set number 3. Getting a quick point there. Now here's Erin Santos up to serve. Short serve from Erin. Derayo will get the set, and she scores. Getting through the block of Pat Mendoza. And scoring for NUNS. Now Love Bulandres will serve for NUNS. Santos will bump it back to Rubin. And that one works. Kim Rubin able to graze that one off the block of Gold. As we're going to have Anisa Santos serving here for UST, the daughter of former PBA player Rodney Santos. She gets a chance ball here for UST. Santos sets up Rubin, and it goes right on the line. UST looking feisty here in set number 3. Coming out firing. Their biggest lead of the match here, 6 points. Santos targeting Derayo. Derayo will get it back. One blocker to beat. Great dig from Pepito. As that one goes off the block of Agustin. Bulandres blocked by Mendoza. A chance here for UST. To Rubin they go. And the captain delivers again. Definitely a better third set here for UST's outside spikers. Both Pelaez and Rubin have been reliable. And Coach Carl De Mocolangan calls timeout. UST off to a 7-point lead here in set number 3, trying to get this one to a set number 4. Santos sets up Chavez, who can't convert. Berrayo will tip it over, read by Mendoza. And Chavez puts that one away. Now it's UST doubling up on NUNS here in set number 3. UST just a little fresher in set number 3. Quicker to the ball, a bit more pop in their attacks. Santos with a serve straight to the Roja. And Berrayo picked up by Chavez. Here comes Rubin. Block. Coverage from Pepito. The other side, Chavez. Bulandres picks it up. Gold to Berrayo. And she scores. Big swing from Bam Bam Berrayo. Her team still down by 7. Again, Bam Bam Berrayo has been to the finals in each of her previous 3 seasons with NU, trying to make it 4 straight trips to the finals for her. Santos will set up Chavez. She can't score. Gold to the outside to Labut. Popped up by UST as Chavez tried to swing away on that ball, but it will result in a point for NU. 2 consecutive points for the Lady Bullpups, the defending champions. Coach Kung Fu Reyes doesn't like what he's seeing. He'll call a timeout. NUNS still down by 6 here. Bam Berrayo coming out of the timeout, serving a sharp one to Pepito. And Chavez blocked by Tulabut. Here comes Rubin on the other side, finding the line. So it'll be a 7-point lead still for UST. If you're the Junior Golden Tigresses, this is exactly what you needed. We got a challenge here. Coach Carl De Mocolangan trying to see if there was indeed, if that indeed find the line. Again, for the first time this season, we have a challenge system. This will be in place for until the finals, as that one did land inside. A quick challenge, a quick unsuccessful challenge for Coach Carl De Mocolangan. Now here comes Kim Rubin. Jump serve goes outside. 18-11 the score. 17-11 the score. As Koha will check in here for NUNS. Coach Carl De Mocolangan will see if this substitution for a service specialist can positively affect his team. Koha. Great serve that time. Out of system, UST, as Pelaez swings into the net. See, Coach Kung Fure is always animated with his players. As Koha now will serve for NUNS. Koha targeting Rubin. Santos will set up Pelaez and she scores off the single block. Great job setting up that play for UST. Getting a one-on-one look, exactly what you're looking for as an offense. As Mendoza will check out here. Taj Teves will check in to serve and sweep for her middle blocker. Derayo on the pass. Here comes Tolabut. Another chance here for NU. Tolabut one-on-one. A great dig by Teves. On the other side, it's Pelaez converting. That point was on a string, and UST able to execute there. Taj Teves now will serve for UST. That one rolling into the net. Chance here. UST. Set up to the outside. One-on-one. Pelaez converts. And UST now 5 points away from sending this one to a fourth set. After losing the first two sets in very tight fashion, by the razor's edge, UST have carved out a big lead here. With an error coming up from Teves on the serve, still a 7-point cushion for UST to work with here. A lot of room for them to get to set number 4. To the outside, Santos sets Pelaez. It's blocked. Here's Men Chavez. See the reaction from her. Probably didn't expect that one to go down. But just catching NU off guard. It looks like we'll have a substitution here. This is Tan Chui Bing. Andrea Tan Chui Bing checking in, the backup setter for Coach Kung Fu Reyes. That means Aniza Santos will be an opposite spiker for the Junior Golden Tigresses. Here's the back set. Bolandres may have babied that one. UST have scored the last 2 points, extending their lead to 9. Just 3 points away from taking set number 3. Here's Tan Chui Bing. Straight to Doroha. And going off the block that time was Tulabut. Danielle Tulabut scoring the point. She's going to be up to serve now for NUNS. 22-14. Here's the bump to Pelaez. Doroha on the dig. And Cruz, Bella Cruz, gets that one to go. NU, if they are going to make a comeback here, this will be an epic one. They were down by as much as 9 in this one. Do they have a miraculous comeback in them? Tan Chui Bing will set up Pelaez, who's blocked. To the other side she goes. Santos finds the line. Isa Santos didn't get the best approach for that hit, but able to swing away. As Pelaez will check out. Riza Abayon will check in here as a service specialist for Coach Kung Fu Reyes. Trying to make sure he has the best chances here of taking the last 2 points of set 3. Here's Abayon in her jump serve. Gold back set. Bolandres goes off the block. Great swing from Love Bolandres. Here goes Agustin checking back in. Adeline Agustin checking in for her service specialist as Cruz will serve for NU. Here's Rubin. She's blocked. Pepito on coverage. Santos floats that one outside. So it's point NUNS. Here comes Cruz. A sharp serve. One-handed set from Tan Chui Bing. That's going to be an illegal attack. She jumped and her set wound up on the other side to NU. So it's point NU. Good look now. Lead down to 5 for UST. And that one lands in the court of NU. Lady Bullpups let that one go, thinking that one was going to land outside and be an ace for Cruz. But instead, it's a point for Riza Abayon. Now UST at set point. An error though from Erin Soto. Still 5 points to work with here if you're UST. This is Jaina Love Bolandres up to serve. The serve straight to UST, a shank pass. Here comes NU, a chance for them. As Agustin can convert. Tanchoy Bing to Santos. She's blocked by Berayo. Here's the bump to Rubin. And the block lands on the line. Coach Kung Fu Reyes quickly calling for a challenge. If this challenge is successful, we'll go to a set number 4. If the challenge is successful, and you will find themselves in a bit of a run. Ball in, ball out. Where did that one land? And did that one scrape the line? It did. See Coach Kung Fu Reyes, the reaction from him. A bit of disbelief, but he'll take it. Still plenty of room for UST to take this set. 24-20 the score. Jaina Love Bolandres still serving for NUNS. Pepito on the pickup. Tanchoy Bing to the outside, and that one, Kim Rubin makes sure. We are going to a set number 4 after barely scratching past in the first 2 sets. UST finally able to break through in set number 1, or set number 3, I mean. Taking it 25-20. We'll be back with the 4th set. As you can see, UST starting that third set strong and finishing it strong as well. 19-8. The advantage in the attacking department, spelling really the difference in the set. We'll see if the defending champions can react in kind here. In the first two sets were incredibly close. 33-31 going NU's way in set 1 and 25-22 in a back and forth set number 2. UST able to bounce back. Bam Berayo with 15 points to lead her team. On the other side, Nicole Pelaez. Reliable, 16 points for her. Bella Cruz, Bam Berayo, again trying to lead NU to their 12th consecutive finals appearance. As we welcome you to set number 4, the defending champions, one set away from the season 88 finals. UST trying to see if they can extend this game into a 5th set. Extend this game, extend their season into a 5th set. Looks like Micaela Gold will continue to set here for NUNS in lieu of Rihanna Navarro. She was getting treatment earlier. Let's see if she can come back into this one as Pat Mendoza dug up by Gold. Berayo, the cut shot. Pepito calmly picks it up and Rubin goes down the line, but looks like she swung wide. Looks like UST won't challenge that one. 2-0 the score. Santos will bump it to the other side as Menchavez and new scrambles. The Rayo can't score. Now it's 2-1 UST. 2-1 NU, I mean. Kim Rubin finding a bit of a rhythm. Better play from her in set number 3. And as I say that, wide on the serve. And it looks like Coach Kung Fu will quickly call for a challenge here. Ball in, ball out. I was talking to Coach Kung Fu Reyes. Ever since we started having challenge systems in our professional leagues, in our collegiate leagues, it's done wonders for his lifestyle. Medyo natutulungan yung high blood niya. And getting better views of the calls he contests with the challenge. Our table officials getting things in order here. Let's see where this lands. Ooh, that one right on the line. So it's going to be an ace for Kim Rubin. I believe that's her second ace of the game. Much to the relief of Coach Kung Fu, of course. 2-all the score. We're heading into the wee hours of the night here. Rarely do we go into the evening here in the high school division of the UAAP. Usually we end around the afternoon, but we've had several long games today. 3 sets in the boys division between UST and NUNS. 5 sets between FEU Diliman and UE. Then another 5-setter with FEU Diliman winning over Adamson in the girls division. This one going 4 sets between UST and NU. 3-2 the score. Pepito will send it back to NU. Gold. Bartolabak who can't score there as Pelaez tooling the block. A great attack that time from Nicole Pelaez. Going off the block of Slash Obera. Now here's Pat Mendoza. Jump serve, low. That one goes out. Keeping this one tied in set number 4. Then on the line for NU, another finals appearance. The defending champions trying to continue a long legacy of consistency. UST, on the other hand, trying to live to fight another day. Pepito fields it. Here comes Pelaez. She's blocked by Agustin. Adeline Agustin showing you the full extent of her frame. 6'2" and long arms at the net for Adi Agustin. Here's Slash Obera. Serve straight to Rubin. Pelaez, that one goes off the block. Here comes UST. Santos to Soto. She dumps it over. Again, Aniza Santos only checking in as a setter in set number 3. So far, she's been able to orchestrate. Such a asset is Aniza Santos, standing at around 6'2" as a middle block or as a setter, as Pelaez sends that serve out. Getting some quick instruction again from Coach Kung Fu. Trying to get his girls to focus. Repito. Pretty good pass. Here comes Rubin. She's roofed by the long arms of Adeline Agustin. Great swing block from Adi Agustin, giving NU a 2-point lead. Now here's Bartolabak. Pepito on the pickup. The set. Ooh, Santos and Soto not connecting on the tempo of that play. And NUNS carve out a quick 3-point lead. Timeout UST. NUNS with a quick lead in set number 4. Still a long way to go with this one. Santos will set up Rubin. Gets through the block this time, as Berayo had to send that one over. Here comes Rubin again. A bit of a floater. That one works, finding the donut hole in the NU defense. Here comes Erin Soto. 8-6 the lead for NUNS. Soto, pretty good serve. The bump to Berayo, who sends it over. Santos to Rubin. Berayo on the pickup. NU scrambling. No play. UST to Mendoza. It's kept alive. But a chance ball given up here. Santos will go to Rubin. Berayo on the pickup. She'll get it back here and score. On the long rally, Bam Berayo finds the finisher. Started hot in this one, scored 13 through the first 2 sets. Now up to 16 points is Bam Berayo. How does UST respond? Agustin gives up an ace. Here comes Anisa Santos again. Has already played for our youth national team. Future is bright for us if she can develop into a really good setter. 6'2" setter in the high school ranks. Has a great dig from Pelaez. Ball kept alive, and you will get a swing here. Berayo, change up Mendoza with a bit of hang time to send that one back. As NU's lead down to 1 again. Great serve from Santos. Berayo out of system. She's sent back, and apparently she hit all net. And the NU lead has dissipated. We are tied at 9. Coach Carl Santos, his staff quickly reaching for the challenge button on that one. Again, Carl Santos, in his second season as head coach of this NU girls program. Again, it's quite a success. It's quite a wonder how NU has continued to get success here in the girls division, as we'll see the result of this challenge. NU has had, there was indeed a block touch, so it looks like we'll get a replay of that point. Coach Carl de Bucolangan continues a long line of NU just switching coaches every year in the girls division. After Babes Castillo left in season 81, season 82 it was Regine Diego. Then in 85, when the girls volleyball tournament came back, it was Villet Ponce de Leon. Then after her, in 86, it was Norman Miguel. Then last season, Coach Carl de Mocolangan took over. He's been an assistant coach. He was an assistant coach for the first 2 seasons as Lady Bullpup scored there. Micaela Gold on a smart 1-2 play. Pressure on here. Set number 4. NUNS probably doesn't want to get dragged into a 5th set. It will be 50-50 if UST can get it there. Pat Mendoza swinging away. Another girl who came off the bench in set number 2. And has continued to make an impact here in the final 4. Kim Rubin with this big jump serve. Straight to Bartolaba. Here's the back set to Slash Obera. Pepito a little too late on defense there. Slash Obera keeps NU up by 2. We played 2 months of a season. All for a chance here in the final 4. Get a glimpse of post-season success. Great pass from Pepito, but Mendoza swinging too long on that hit. 12-9 the score. Here's Bam Bam Berayo. To Pelaez, she's blocked. How about Bella Cruz? She's been just terrific in the blocking department today. Hasn't gotten a lot of swings, but her slash Obera have been terrific with their blocking. Now they're up by 4 again here, 13-9. Pepito on the reception. Mendoza able to convert. Just tipping it to that side. And Mendoza will be up to serve here. Sharp serve from Mendoza. Gould to the back set. Obera gets it off the hands of Erin Soto. NUNS threatening here to continue extending this lead. If you're UST, you need to cut out these points. Probably not going to get all 4 points back in a quick succession. You need to keep nibbling away. Big dig from Berayo. Counter attack. And Bartolabak scores. And Bartolabak had to come out of the third set. Checking back in, looking healthy. As you have a 5-point lead. Now here's Bella Cruz, her team still up by 5. Looking good here in set number 4. Pelaez swinging away. And New keeps it in play. Chance ball. Ooh, it's gonna go awry for UST. Just unprepared to field that one. You can see the frustration boiling over there for Kim Rubin. And that serve sails out. (16-11) the score. Tan Shui Bing will check in for UST. Andrea Tan Chun Bing, backup setter here. It looks like in this rotation, Santos will again be the opposite spiker. 5-point deficit here. Great serve from Tan Chun Bing. A slash Obera will swing wide. UST, you can sense, you can see it in their faces, the pressure here to keep their season 88 going. Chilar Mahiron, you can see on her board where she's pointing out the target for Tan Chun Bing. Roja, great pass, and Bartolabak putting that one away. A couple of big swings from her here in set number 4. Again, she was getting treatment. Looks like she was getting treatment on her back. She was laying on the floor in set number 3, out of the game. Nice to see her here. Looking spry. Pepito on the pass. Here's Pelaez. She did get hands there. Point goes to UST. And you thought they had that point. But looks like Coach Carl de Mocolangan will opt not to challenge. And Taj Teves will check back in here as a service specialist. This time for Nicole Pelaez. Shuffling here. Coach Kung Fu Reyes constantly trying to find an advantage for his team. 17-13 the score. Teves straight to Berayo. Big swing. It goes down for Bartolabak. Kayla Janine Bartolabak with 3 big points here in set number 4. NU now with a 5-point lead. Big cushion here. And UST respond. Rubin. That one kept in play, but not for long. Kim Rubin scoring the point. At this point, with the way NU is playing, UST will need to make a massive run. As UST will get a substitution here. Silvestre will serve for Erin Soto. Silvestre on the serve. Gold, the setup. The whip from Agustin. Dug up. Here's Rubin. Kept alive by Barayo. The back row hit. Bartolabak. Tan Chun Bing digs it up. Santos will swing. She gets blocked. Absolutely stuffed by Agustin. UST behind the 8 ball here. NUNS sensing a run to the finals again. Only 6 points away. Sam Koha checks in here to serve for Adeline Agustin. Up by 5, 19-14. Koha. That one straight to Tevez. Here comes Rubin. And the block works for Micaela Gold. (20-14) the score. Sam Koha continuing to serve for NU, 5 points away from the season 88 finals. NU will get a swing. Cruz blocked by Mendoza. Gold tips it over. No. Mendoza. Koha keeps it alive. Berayo, cross-court hit, finds the mark. Bam Berayo. A massive swing from her. But a challenge here from UST. Trying to see if there was a net touch. Again, NUNS have been to the finals of every UAAP girls volleyball tournament since season 75. The names, Jorel Singh, Jaja Santiago, Jen Nierva, Princess Robles, Faith Nesperos, Micaela Belen, even Celine Marsh, Yen Bansil, Kian Olango, those girls have brought glory to NUNS. Bam Berayo in this batch, trying to see if they can replicate what their seniors left them. Lot Cerneche no longer on this team, as well as Denday Lisan. But this NU batch continuing to show just how terrific this program is. Consistency, up and down, up to the college level. On the other side, UST just want to extend season 88, extend this game to a 5th set, extend this series to a do-or-die game on Monday. Why not? The other 3 series are going to a do-or-die game. Both boys division series, NU versus UST, going to a do-or-die game. FU Diliman and UE as well on the other side of the bracket. In the girls division, FU Diliman able to force a rubber match as well after a dramatic 5-set win earlier today. Net touch challenge here. Here's the replay. It's UST trying to see if there was a net touch on NU on the way down. Tayo. Probably wasn't. So it's gonna be NU point. Looks like, or it feels like Coach Reyes just called that challenge to try and break momentum for his team. Here's Samantha Koha to serve for NU. A reception from Tevez. Here's Rubin. She swings and is blocked. Bella Cruz has been an X factor today. Has been one of the top middle blockers all season. That time coming up with a huge rejection. As Sanchez will check back into this one, or Menchavez will check back into this one. And it's Santos who will set for UST. Santos over on two, no. Gold to Berayo. Pepito can't keep it in play. And NUNS can sense it here, only 2 points away from the finals. Sam Koha will continue to serve. UST to Rubin. That one crawls. Get some help from the net, and Kim Rubin converts. That one breaks up a massive NU run. The setup. Cruz blocked on the other side. Menchavez getting it off the block. UST scoring back-to-back points here. Trying to spark some life. Trying to stay alive in season 88. Aniza Santos on that serve, and Berayo will swing out. So that's going to be 3 straight points for UST. Still a 6-point NU lead, but Coach Carl De Macolangan will call a halt to this one. A timeout NU. Aniza Santos trying to keep this run going for UST. Still down by 6. Berayo puts NU at match point. One more from glory. It'll be Micaela Gold, the young setter who took over for Rihanna Navarro in set number 3. And she ended here. Santos will set Rubin. That's hit. Goes to the antenna. So point UST. Tigers is trying to make the improbable happen as Nicole Pelaez will check in for Tevez here. Kim Rubin trying to keep her team in play. Can she make a miracle happen here, or will NU make a run to the finals? Gold to Berayo. No. The back set to Menchavez. It's dug up. Obera will send it over. UST go to Mendoza. And it doesn't cross. Welcome to the finals, NUNS. The Lady Bullpups have been unbeatable here for much of season 88. The twice to beat Lady Bullpups didn't need their advantage. They take care of business here in Saturday. The only team with a twice to beat advantage to win today in the high school division, and it's NU storming all the way to a 12th consecutive finals, a chance for back-to-back championships. NU continue their just striking record of brilliance here in the UAAP. They will enter the finals again in season 88. A hard fought match between them and UST. As you'll see in our final scores, those first two frames were incredibly close, 50-50 pretty much. But it's NU who will stroll to the season 88 finals. Congratulations to them. Terrific work from Coach Carl De Maculangan and his ladies. As we'll get our final score here. NUNS picks up the win 33-31, 25-22, 20-25, 25-18. NUNS going to be looking for a title, their 8th championship, as they enter the finals for a 12th consecutive season here in season 88. Just a terrific showing from the Lady Bullpups. Our player of the game, of course, Bam Perayo. Fourth year Lady Bullpup doing work. 18 points off 15 attacks, 2 blocks, and an ace. What a journey for her. We saw her as a rookie and now a senior leading her team to a really big win. Here's your results for today. FEU Diliman forcing a rubber match against Adamson. On the other side, the Lady Bullpups advanced to the finals with a 4-set win against UST. And for everyone behind the scenes here on the Pilipinas Live app, what a day for volleyball in the high school division of the UAAP. We want to thank you for joining us here in the UAAP. Migs Flores bringing you the game today. It's been an honor. Thank you again for watching the UAAP. Legends start here.